I'm Jen Brown with Yogasana Fitness, and today I'm going to talk to you about wrist position in Chaturanga Dandasana. So this is something I see a lot in classes, and I always kind of try to correct students, but there's so many out there doing it, it's hard for me to get to everyone to try to instruct this properly. So I thought I'd do this quick little clip on where we want to be positioning the wrists in Chaturanga Dandasana. So speaking from someone who's actually had wrist surgery several years ago in 2005, I think I can speak from experience that the wrist is a delicate joint. It's a very small joint that has a lot of bones in it. It has about 6 or 7 bones in it, and we don't really, I don't even know why all those bones are there, but you know, it's kind of a reflection of what's going on around in the ankle, but the wrist is not really designed to bear the kind of weight that the ankle bears, you know, in the heel and all that stuff. So anyway, but a typical vinyasa style yoga practice tends to put a lot of weight and emphasis on the wrists. And so if you want to continue to practice for a very long time, then I think it's really important that you look out for your wrists and try to take care of them. So one of the things I want to point out straight away is where your inner elbows are pointing. So when the inner elbows are pointing to the front, generally that's going to keep your elbow directly over your wrist. So whether you're in Cobra or Upward Dog or Adho Mukha Virasana or Adho Mukha Svanasana, trying to keep those inner elbows towards the front of the room is going to keep your wrist in a fairly stable position. But it's a strong tricep practice, and if your triceps aren't that strong, then you're going to struggle a bit. So what tends to happen is people tend to take the elbows out to the side, and part of the reason they do that is because they can incorporate more muscles like the chest muscles, the back muscles, to try and do this movement. But then look at what happens to the wrist joint, right? Right out here, it starts to get a little squished. Now, if I was gonna ask you to do a traditional push-up, most people, we should take the arms out wide and you would push up and down this way. And notice that the elbows over the wrist don't shift a whole lot. They're pretty, the forearm is fairly perpendicular, somewhat perpendicular. It only shifts maybe just a few degrees from side to side. But then in yoga, when we bring our hands in close and we try to do that push-up again, you can't let the elbows go out, okay? So in Chaturanga Dandasana, if you cannot do your push-up and keep the elbows in close, maybe don't go so far. So maybe your push-up is only about to there, but at least that's quite close and that's safe. It keeps your wrists in a safe position, still working your triceps, and maybe one day you'll get a little lower. All right, that's all for now. I hope you have a great day, and thanks for tuning in.